India's achievements since independence are significant. We are a free nation, a free, open, democratic society. We have made considerable progress in many fields. It has been possible for us to undertake manufacture of heavy machinery and other smaller products in the public sector units. In the field of development of industry, our country occupied 10th position in the world by following most modern and improved technology. We have achieved success to increase the agricultural production. It is a matter of pride and great satisfaction that our country occupies third place in regard to turnout of scientists and engineers. We are progressing very fast in the space program, and it has been possible for our country to launch satellites with the help of well trained engineers and a large number of planners. In fact, our experienced engineers and planners are giving useful advice to many less fortunate nations so that they are able to achieve desired results in the field of economic and social development. Many of them are occupying important positions in the United Nations agencies. In spite of this, it is a matter of regret to note that we have not achieved our goals in respect of liberty, equality, and establishing secular society. Many organizations and individuals are prepared to work for money, power, privileges, and benefits. Since everyone attempts to serve the country, keeping the business point of view in his mind, the cultural values and basic requirements of Indian life have been given up. It may be seen that there exist many differences between city and village, man and woman, and mental and manual work. It is a pity that only very few have realized that these types of systems are responsible for the kind of disparity prevailing in our country. Though history brings out clearly that India has suffered for a very long time under many foreign rulers who took the best advantage of the fact that there was no unity among various types of people in the country. We have hardly done anything to eliminate these differences. The political models of development since independence have, on the other hand, divided the people further. Even though various types of policies have been introduced on several occasions, not even a single policy is helpful to bring the people together. It should be noted that job reservations for local people prevent national and social movement of people. within the country and would lead to disintegration among the people. It is also surprising that candidates for elections are selected on caste basis. It is very essential that this kind of practice, which only results in the creation of various kinds of groups based on caste and regional basis, should be discouraged. It is strange that politicians in our country preach selfishness and discipline while they fight among themselves for power. They have no code of conduct. People in this country get a chance once in 5 years to try a new set of leaders who only repeat their past mistakes and exploit the people to the maximum extent. Instead of plan programs implemented for 3 decades, majority of the people are below the poverty line. Their purchasing power has been reduced to a very great extent, and they are left with no money to purchase their basic and minimum needs of food grains stored in the godowns